So it's time to straighten up this room. This is kind of my second storeroom. And over here, I've got this huge dresser. And I had a bunch of stuff, as you can tell by the dents in the rug, piled in front of it. Today we're going to be using the VEVOR rack, and we're going to be putting this up nice and neat and organizing a whole lot of stuff. Let's get started. Alright, so I have cleaned out a ton of stuff out of here, and I'm just out of breath here because I just moved that whole dresser in the other room. Getting rid of that. So we're going to put up the shelving from VEVOR here in a minute. I want to show you what it looks like and how it works because it's pretty darn cool. And it should be able to take all of my freeze-dry wholesaler food back up in that corner. I did put this old rack here just to get everything out of that old shelving unit. So we're looking pretty good. Almost done. So be forewarned, this thing is large. I actually brought it in piece by piece. It's not all that heavy, but it really is large. There are the poles at the bottom here. I just screwed my first one in here, and the screws on these are fairly long. Let me show you quickly here. So that's what it's going to look like. So we're going to put this together and get the rest of this mess out there in the hallway back inside to see how we do. All right, talk to you in a few. So I don't think I can get back far enough to show you just how big these are, and this is really cool. If you guys are just getting started in your storage, you can see I haven't put the top layer on yet. These were a little tricky at first, but once I got the hang of them, I was able to put them in and level it out. So one more layer to go, and I'll show you what it looks like when everything is done. All right, so we're going to show you first the first part of the chore that I did here, and that's this rack here. Okay, all that stuff is neatly on racks now. Remember, I had stuff laid out all the way. If you can look down here, you can see the... So now I can actually walk in here. I can see all of my baking and my hard winter wheat and stuff. All of my freeze-dry wholesaler stuff in there. All of my cooking and baking stuff. Little extra stuff on top. That's my ham radio go bag up there. All my toilet paper and everything. So it's much easier to get in here. Now that I still have a few things here and there to do. And I will probably do them before I finish the video. This is just kind of a quick wrap-up. But this cart, this rack is pretty amazing. I really didn't think it was going to be as sturdy as it was. And this thing's holding a lot of weight. So let's finish up the video. I will give you the info on the cart, the rack. I don't want to keep calling it a cart. I'll give you info on the rack and give you some more info on where you can pick it up and how much it costs. So I kind of did this video in reverse. I actually showed you me putting it together and putting stuff on the racks and didn't really explain to you much about the shelving unit itself. But I got to say, this thing is really cool. If you're just getting started prepping and you've dedicated an area of your house to, say, somewhere where you want to put all your preps in, this is definitely a good way to start. Now, the price on it is a little bit higher than most things from VEVOR. However, if you compare this to other stainless steel racks that you would buy from, say, an industrial supply place, it's way cheaper. I mean, I've seen those racks go for $1,200, $1,300, $1,500. I want to give you a quick look at the construction here. These are the ends, and I do apologize about the lighting. I don't have any special lights in here. I'm just using the ambient light from this horrifying, ugly little fan on top that I'm going to be replacing. But as you can see, I mean, it's holding all that wheat down there. That stuff is super heavy. I did put an extension cord in there. Oh, no, really nice. So this goes for about $346, $346.99. Again, you can use my discount code. You can save 5% using it. And I just want to give you a look around, see everything up here. You can save 5% on that. This thing is really really thick. It's 70 by 17 by 70, okay, as far as the length and width of it. Weighs about 64 pounds, has 5 tiers, pretty easy to assemble. I have to say, I don't know if it was just a mistake, but mine came without instructions. So I kind of had to look around and figure out how to do it. There's a little piece that goes in behind this metal bar over here, where the screw goes in. There's a little piece that fits in between there, and I had to figure out, okay, that's where that piece goes, and yes, I'm aware that that white plastic shouldn't be on it. I'm just leaving it on it for protection. I don't really care. This is a storage rack. It's not a beauty contest, so you can peel that white little plastic off it if you want. Just there to protect it in transit. I tried to start at the bottom down there, and as you can see, it came off rather difficultly, and I'm like, I built this thing. It was a long day. I'm done. So all in all, pretty cool. Adjustable. You can make the shelves higher or lower. I chose the option for the highest on each level because I have these big bins of freeze-dried wholesalers food, and I wanted to make sure they fit. But as you can tell, I hardly have anything on this. I mean, I could stuff this full of a lot more gear and a lot more stuff. So very, very cool. Very pleased with it. Does have adjustable rolling feet on the bottom. Your column width is going to be 1.5 inches. Tier thickness 1.6 inches. And basically this would fit in any room you want to dedicate as a storeroom. Okay. All in all, not bad. So for $347, you're really getting a good deal. And I just wanted to show you, I mean, this is heavy stuff on this, okay? And it's not even moving, all right? It's up to, I believe, I got to check my stats on this. I believe it's 1,650 pounds this will hold. So if you're storing more than that on there, you need to get a second shelf. It's really a buy once, cry once type thing, you know. You buy something like this and you start stocking food on it, and you don't necessarily have to do it the way I did it. I mean, you could put anything on these shelves. You could put your canned goods from the grocery store, whatever. So let me give you a quick look here as to how I changed the room around a bit. Then we're going to wrap up the video because I don't want to talk too long here. But as you can see from the thing here, I had a dresser here, okay? We had a little dresser on this side, and then over here we had bins, okay? And I had 2 rows of these big storage bins piled up high, and then I had my solar panels in front of it. So when I walked in that door, half of this room was already gone before I walked in. I could barely fit my, that's my usual camera that I'd use to do videos over there, and I could barely fit that thing in to charge it. So I did replace that rack there. There was just a table there. I took an old plastic rack that I had for extras. But all in all, I mean, there's so much more room in here now, and I can move around and I can rotate my stuff out and I can check and see what I need and what I have. And I'm just absolutely loving it. I'm really, really happy with the way it turned out. So that is the VEVOR storage rack, okay? It is a 5-tier storing shelving unit. And I will leave a link to it down below as well as the 5% off. Kind of did the video in reverse this time. Normally I will, I wish I'd taken a picture of it before I started. But normally I will do the intro and then build the thing. I built the thing and now I'm telling you all the info on it. So did it in reverse. I wanted to get it up and done. I've had this for quite a while. I want to thank VEVOR for kind of being patient with me because I had so much going on. But I've had this for quite a while and I finally got it up. Kind of thought it was going to be a big, huge ordeal to get it up, and it really wasn't all that bad. Anyway, folks, I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check the link down below for this particular shelving unit, as well as the 5% discount. You're going to get an amazing deal on that, and that 5% is good for the whole site. So if you're looking at this going, I'm not too interested in that, but oh, that paint gun looks cool, you can still use my code for that. It's whole site-wide 5% off. And don't forget to check out all our other links, our Amazon link, our freeze-dried wholesalers link. As you can see, I am a big believer in freeze-dried wholesalers, okay? If you guys can check that out, you get a 15% discount for using my link. Also, our Thrive Life link. Don't forget that too, down there, as well as our My Patriot Supply link. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you for hanging out with me and watching this thing. Stay safe and stay prepared.